Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Big shout out to Mr. Foreman on the Black Conservative Perspective. I invite you to check him out.
Swear up and down that this didn't exist, right? This is being made up. That this is a conspiracy. Nobody is saying that white people are superior. Nobody's teaching racial superiority in school, right? I love when the free market does its job, especially when the free market does its job against communists. Quote, if you are a white person, white privilege is something you were born with, and it simply means that your life is not more difficult due to the color of your skin. The Fifth Book for Kids explains. Put differently, it's not your fault for having white privilege, but it's your fault if you choose to ignore it. Wow. Wow. Again, imagine telling a 4-year-old this, as if this is something they can comprehend.
Okay, well, I'm a white person, and the white privilege is something I was born with, even though I was born missing parts of my brain because my biological birthing person did meth because she was, not responsible for getting pregnant with me. In fact, rewarded by it, from the government. And God forbid the government allows anybody to, chastise or hold her accountable or criticize her for her horrible mistake of being a drug addict, unmarried, and getting pregnant, Then I was a sex slave. Yeah, penetrated to the point of surgery. It saved my life, when I was about 5 years old is when I had the surgery. And, I guess you'd call it a hernia, just to be clear, so you know exactly what was and wasn't done. So anyway, I was born in the privilege, missing parts of my brain and sodomized to the point of surgery. And then, beaten. Remember, you can only imagine how emotionally unstable and crazy and psychopathic and narcissistic and all the other, and schizophrenic and everything else, my biological birthing person and all her boy toys, remember, I was a sex slave and she was a drug addict. So, again, you do the math if you really want to. I was born in a white privilege. Okay, the color of my skin. I'm better off than a married couple with, much, much, much darker skin than mine that, go to church and, has a, career and, the female's well adjusted in the, before she gives, gets pregnant and has the children. And, I'm privileged because, come on now, that is, again, earlier in the episode, he was talking about, the the anti-racist book, and the first line was, something like that, because of the people that born in white supremacy or control or people that are born white control America was the bottom line, to put it simply. And I said, holy cow, wait a minute, the anti-racist book, its main agenda is the fact that racism exists. Make it make sense. Oh, okay, so anyway, it's not my fault for having white privilege, for being, missing parts of my brain, but fortunately, it was adopted and really loved and taken good care of since then. And so I've become a genius on top of my developmental disabilities. I can't use the R word because YouTube might mess me up, even though that's what I actually am. Yeah. And you want to talk about disinformation. I'm not allowed to say the word that I actually am. Oh, because it might offend somebody, trigger somebody that's an adult child that actually needs that. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, but it's my fault if I choose to ignore it. Oh, that's my fault. I haven't been ignoring it. I've been dwelling on the fact that I was born into white privilege as a sex slave, missing part of his brain to a meth addict. Hooked on the drug when I came out. Man, the color of my skin. If I was born a different color, I would have had even worse than that. I'm so privileged to be a sex slave. Surviving former sex slave. I'm so privileged. Only in America, right? This is Judge Joshua, Dr. Demers, the Social Security Officer, reporting. J&K, you got anything to say?
Answer the phone, Joshua!